Starting a Shopify trial account can feel overwhelming, especially if you're not exactly sure where to begin. I totally get it because so many people have that exact same feeling. You've probably seen all the success stories online. People quitting their jobs, building businesses from scratch, and making real money through Shopify. But when you sit down and actually try to start your own store, it's easy to get stuck wondering if you're even doing it right, or worse, if you're wasting your time. And that's exactly why you're going to want to stick around for this entire video because by the end, not only will you know how to set up your Shopify trial account the right way, but you'll also understand what most beginners completely overlook that can save you a ton of time and frustration right out of the gate. Now, first off, let's clear up a little confusion because Shopify used to offer a 90-day and even a 120-day free trial at certain points. You might have seen some older videos or articles mentioning those offers floating around, but as of 2025, those extended trials aren't available anymore. Don't get discouraged though, because Shopify's current deal is still honestly one of the best ways to get started without having to risk a bunch of money up front. Right now, you can open your Shopify trial account with a 3-day free trial, and after that, you only pay $1 per month for your first months. That's basically giving you 3 months and 3 days to fully build out your store, test products, customize your design, and even start getting traffic before you're really spending anything significant. And if you click the link right down in the description below, that full offer will automatically apply when you sign up. What's great about starting a Shopify trial account like this is you don't need to have everything figured out on day one. A lot of people feel like they need the perfect niche, the perfect product, and some fully built marketing strategy before even signing up. But honestly, Shopify is designed to help you figure all that out as you go. You get access to themes, apps, integrations, and most importantly, an incredibly easy dashboard that actually makes it feel doable, even if you've never done anything like this before. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend Shopify is completely flawless because nothing ever is. One thing that throws people off sometimes is that Shopify does have transaction fees if you don't use their own Shopify payment system. It's not a huge deal if you're just starting out because most people do use Shopify Payments, but it's something to be aware of as you grow. The flip side, though, is that Shopify Payments is built in, super easy to activate, and honestly works really well. So unless you plan to use some outside payment processor, most people never even feel the impact of that fee. And here's another little reality check that I think is important to mention. Setting up your Shopify trial account is super simple, but success isn't automatic just because you build a store. That's where I see a lot of beginners get frustrated. They expect the sales to just start rolling in the moment the website goes live. But if you understand that up front, you're already ahead of most people. The people who do well are the ones who stick with it, keep testing products, learn what works for their audience, and stay consistent. That's why having this Shopify trial account offer where you get several months for just a few bucks is so valuable. It buys you that learning curve without the financial pressure. Another huge benefit to starting your Shopify trial account right now is that Shopify's App Store has exploded in the last few years. There are thousands of apps available that can help you automate everything from email marketing to abandoned cart recovery to upsells and cross-sells. And while yes, some of these apps do cost money eventually, during your trial period, you can explore and test most of them either for free or at a super low cost. That gives you a real chance to build a store that feels professional from the start. What really gets people excited once they open a Shopify trial account is how fast you can get a store up and running. I've seen people literally go from zero to having a fully functional site live within one weekend. And you don't need to hire a designer or developer to make your store look good. Shopify offers tons of pre-made themes, and most of them are extremely customizable with just a few clicks. Even if you're not tech savvy, you'll be surprised at how professional your store can look with very little effort. One of the other things that makes a Shopify trial account so beginner-friendly is how well Shopify integrates with dropshipping platforms like DSers or Spocket. If you've been thinking about dropshipping but weren't sure how to handle inventory, shipping, or supplier relationships, Shopify makes it incredibly easy to get started. You don't have to purchase inventory up front, and many suppliers will automatically fulfill orders for you as they come in. That's why so many new entrepreneurs use Shopify as their starting point. It lets you test products and niches without going broke trying to stock a warehouse. Now, I know earlier I mentioned that Shopify isn't perfect, and another thing some people worry about is the monthly cost after your trial period ends. Once the 3-month $1 promo pricing finishes, you'll move on to Shopify's standard pricing tiers depending on which plan you choose. But to be real with you, by the time you reach that point, if your store is running and you're seeing sales, it's usually not a problem because your business is generating enough revenue to more than cover the monthly subscription. And even if you're not fully profitable yet, you'll at least know whether you have something worth pushing forward or if you need to pivot your product selection or marketing. When you think about the opportunity that a Shopify trial account opens up, it's pretty incredible. You're getting access to one of the most powerful e-commerce platforms in the world, trusted by millions of store owners, from complete beginners to massive global brands. Companies like Allbirds, Gymshark, and Kylie Cosmetics all built their stores on Shopify. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to build the next billion-dollar brand, but it shows you what's possible when you stick with it and learn the game. And that's what should get you excited because those success stories all started exactly where you are right now, opening a Shopify trial account for the very first time. One thing I always recommend people do during their Shopify trial account period is focus on learning the basics of traffic and marketing while you're setting everything up. Because once your store is built, it's really all about getting people to visit your website. Whether that's through TikTok, Instagram, SEO, paid ads, or even influencer marketing, there are so many ways to start driving traffic today that weren't available even a few years ago. The key is to pick one or two strategies and commit to learning them during your trial period. That way, by the time your trial runs out, you're not just sitting there with a nice-looking website and no visitors. You've already started building momentum. The bottom line is that starting your Shopify trial account might feel intimidating at first, but Shopify does a really good job of giving you all the tools you need to succeed. You've got world-class support, tons of online tutorials, a huge community of store owners, and more third-party apps and services than any other e-commerce platform out there. The only thing you really need to bring to the table is your commitment to learning and staying consistent. And with the current free trial and $1 offer, there's never been a better time to at least give it a shot. So if you're ready to take that first step, just make sure to use the link down in the description below. That way, you'll lock in your Shopify trial account with the 3-day free trial plus 3 months for just $1 a month. It's all automatically applied when you sign up through that link so you don't have to worry about missing the deal. And seriously, don't sit on this opportunity too long because offers like this have changed before and you don't want to look back a few months from now wishing you started when it was this affordable. That is the best part, is the trial is risk-free. If you're not into it, you can just cancel and try something else.